Okay, welcome everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis after a daf and the chumash here, and now we go mechoyel el choyel in the fifth parak of Masechtas Kesuvos with Mishna Zayin and Mishna Ches. Mishna Zayin and Mishna Ches, as was sponsored by the Fisher family, Linishmas Basi Bas Robert Shalom Ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, then Neshama Shirav and Aliyah. We also sponsored Lili Nishmas Chaim Ben Avram Ben Yom Beinish, Lefu Shalem Fel Yomesh Ben Chayesar, B'schus Avram Ben Yom Beinish Ben Malki Yudis. Also by Yod Klugman and family for their Parnasa Berevach Ubechavayid, for my Shver B'Gduraya Ben Rivka and Meir Ben Chayesara, they should have a Refuah Shalema B'Seich Sher Chayli Yisrael. So Mishnah Zayin tells us, Hamoredes al Baila, if a woman rebels against her husband, refusing to be intimate with him. So Poichas in law miksuvasa shiva dinarim b'Shabbos. We deduct from our ksuva 7 dinarim a week. And we even deduct Shabbos because we're not charging anything, we're just deducting. Rabbi Yehuda shiva trapa ikin. Much more. A trapoik is 4 dinarim, and therefore this means we deduct 28 dinarim a week. Ad masayu poiches. How long do we deduct? Ad keneged ksuvas, until her ksuva is all eaten away. Rabbi Yomis, he opens a tab. How much money she owes him in case she inherits money from somewhere else. Then then he would collect from it. If he rebels against his wife, then although it says that after a week, Beis Hillel says she could sue for a divorce and the ksuva, but if she wants to live with him further, because she doesn't have means of making a parnasa, then every week, my sifin la ksuvasa shloisha dinarim b'Shabbos, a half a dinner per day. That's 6 dinarim. We don't calculate Shabbos. And Rabbi Yehuda shloisha trapo ikin, 3 trapo ikin, which is 12 dinner. Hamashre es ishtoi al yedei shalish. In the event that he supports his wife, they're not living together when they eat, and therefore he supports her through a middleman, giving her food. Lo yifras la mishnei kav and chitin. He shouldn't give her less than 2 kav of wheat, which is me'arba kav and sayrin, or 4 kav of barley. No, it's double the amount of barley per week. We only give her double. El Reb Yishmael sheyesamach le'edaim, who lived near Edaim, where the barley is very inferior. V'noisen lachatzi kav kitnius, he has to supply her with a half a kav of legumes. The chatzi like shemen, a half a lug of oil. The kav gregoris, a kav of dried figs. Oimana, kav is a volume. Mana is a weight, a mana devela, because they sold a cake of figs by weight. If he doesn't have figs, he gives a different type of fruit. He provides her with a bed, mafitz, a mat on top of the ropes, a mafitz, a cushion, or machzelis, and a hard mat on top of the ropes under the cushion. He provides a cap for her head, and a belt to gird herself, and new shoes every one of the 3 festivals, and clothing worth 50 zuz every year. It's an annual allotment. He doesn't give her new clothing in the summer, because new clothing will be too warm in the summer. Not worn out clothing in the winter, which will be too thin. He gives her fresh clothing of 50 zuz during the winter, And when they get worn out, she wears them in the summer when they're thinner. Now, last year's garments she keeps so that she could wear them when she's a nida. Ba'ashchokim, the worn out clothing from the year before, shalah, which she wears during the days of her nidas. Because if she would wear clothing during the days of her nidas, and when she's not a nida, then the husband would find her repulsive. So therefore, she wears the less nice clothing when she's a nida, and the nicer clothing when she is not a nida and permitted to her husband. We want to thank you very much for joining us and wish you a wonderful evening.